Hey, hey everyone. So, I don't know why this family is on my mind this morning, but I'm gonna just talk this stuff out. So yes, I did state that I wasn't gonna talk about things. However, my energy is like staying focused on this, and so this is what's going on. I'm leveling up to the point that I'm starting to know more about myself and my energy and stuff. And I know I don't have to post nothing, but it's my life. It is what it is. And by me doing it this way, I can feel the energy in the world, so it can help me to navigate this information. My nose look red. Oh well. So this is what's going on. When it comes to the Knowles family, I've been trying to figure out how the heck am I attached to these mother suckers. I'm attached to it. I know spiritually is one part. But it's like, it's something to that story. I don't know what it is. And it's like my spirit is trying to crack the codes on everything that's around me. So I'm going to elaborate on something. I did add something to the last video. So go in my descriptions. It shows you everything. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. It's proof of how everyone is tied to me. How all of these things are tied together. But right now, Solange is what's on my brain right now. And so this is what's going on. In the last video, I didn't really talk about her, but I put some information. So this is what's going on. And it still ties to my life. Alright, so y'all know Solange is younger than Beyonce. The mom finally admitted that they had issues as kids. So what it was this, spiritually wise, Beyonce had a connection with me. Reality wise, Solange knew about it. Solange was jealous of me through the spirit part. This is what my energy is telling me is going on, so I'm going to talk it out. And if I have to change anything up, I will come back. But I have to do it this way. Alright, so Solange didn't like the connection we had between me and Beyonce spiritually. So that's why they had rifts. But what would happen is, after a while, Solange was able to communicate to me. Somehow I was able to tap in and start communicating. She was able to start tapping into that energy. Her mother taught her. Tina taught her how to tap into that energy, so they could utilize my energy together. So that whole therapy session was not about therapy. It was, but it was for them. It was teaching them how to work together to use my energy. Okay, that's what it was. So Beyonce was jealous of me through the spirit, and she was jealous of Solange through the reality. So this is what happened. If y'all know, back in the day, like Solange got out in the entertainment world, and I think they was doing like Proud Family and stuff like that. But what happened was, y'all notice Solange got pregnant at an early age, and she lost her career because of that. Because you can't play, be a child actor with a child, because then it sounds like you're promoting pregnancy. So she was out. I don't know if she knows it now. She knows it now. So this is what happened. Reason Solange got pregnant is because Beyonce put a spell on her. She put a spell on her because she was jealous. She was jealous because she wanted the spotlight. She didn't want anyone to have a spotlight but her. So she got jealous. So she put a spell on her. And I know that because they tried to do that to a family member of mine recently. But because I'm in my energy, it didn't happen. But yeah, they put a spell on her. And that's why she got pregnant. And if you know, after that, she wasn't in the limelight anymore for a long time. Can you turn it down for me for a second, baby? Thank you. She wasn't in the limelight anymore because Beyonce wanted the control. Now, this is the other part to it. Jay-Z. Solange had a crush on Jay-Z. Alright? She had a crush. She was like crazy in love with Jay-Z. And the thing about it was, Beyonce, she just needed the persona. She needed the persona. She wanted the persona of him. but she don't want to be with him. Okay, so what the thing was this. Well, even though yes, Beyonce was young, but Solange is younger. It was like an underage thing. So the best way that they worked it out was Solange said, look, if you marry him for me, and then at least he ain't with nobody, technically he with me, you marry him for me, then you can get the fame and all of that, and then me and him can be together. That was the plan. Because she knew that Beyonce was more attached to me. And when it came to Ye, it was the energy. That was it. Her thing is not about love. It is all about power. That's it. It's always been about power. So that's why she married Jay-Z. That's why they was together. But technically, it was for Solange because she was underage. That's why they made a big deal about Aaliyah. It was like a cover up. It was a cover up. Yes, Aaliyah was young, but it was a cover up. It was technically about Solange for him. Okay? They had to make a bigger story because they didn't want the story of that to get out. So it was a cover up. Yeah, it was a cover up. You know that thing, show one hand, hide the other? It was that they needed the energy off of their family and put it on the part with Aaliyah. They need to change the storyline up. So, in order for people to not know that that's who the storyline was about was Solange, they did Aaliyah instead. And that's what happened. Because, as y'all know, Beyonce didn't want Aaliyah to be famous to the extent. So that's why she was taken out of the situation. So it was a win-win for her. Want to cover up what her true intentions with Jay-Z was and her sister, and also to take the situation of Aaliyah out. Okay, that's what that was. However, there was that fight that was in the fight that was in the elevator. That was like, how can I say? It was staged. It was staged. Okay, that's from here. It was staged. However, it was a true emotion in a situation. So Beyonce knew that they was going to record that situation. Okay? But she needed to, how can I say it? She needed more control. So she needed to make Solange look jealous in the public eye. So it's like a threat. Don't make me tell them that you were the one actually with him instead of me. Don't make me tell them that you the one actually sleeping with him instead of me. That's what it was. So she had to set her up. That's why if y'all, the picture I attached, if you see her face after they walk out, how mad Solange is and how Beyonce face looks, she got like a little evil smirk. It was staged. She set her own sister up because she was looking at the fact of the financials. She's like, you know what? This is about to work in my favor. You can't have him anymore. He's mine. But this is the part about it. That's how she utilized she utilized Ye. That's how she got it, because she was like, I need her, mine. She's like, I need to get her. So in order to get her, I'm going to utilize this whole scenario in my favor. As y'all know, Ye was working with them, and she needed a decoy. Okay, she needed to find a way to control my energy. So she ciphered my energy, channeled my energy through Jay-Z. Yes. She channeled my energy through Jay-Z, and I didn't know it. Reality me didn't know it. So, she was ciphering my energy, and she started getting to the point she started having sex with Jay-Z. But she would cipher me into the situation, and that's how she got me. Because she needed my energy, and it's through sex. Sex is like a huge thing. That's where my energy light form is really at. So, yeah, like I am the forbidden fruit. So that's how she got me. But yeah, so when it comes to like Solange So if y'all notice, she kind of stayed in the background. She came more natural. So remember when she did a song, Cranes? She tried to drink it away, sex it away. She tried to do all of this stuff because it was to the point. She's like, I can't fight this situation. She's like, I can't fight it. So eventually she forgave her. But what happened was, only reason she forgave her because Beyonce made it look like I was the reason for that whole thing. She blamed me. She's like, that wasn't me, that was her. She the one did that to you. She the one did this. You know how she did it, she did that. So somehow she convinced Solange that I was the reason why their relationship was strained. And she tried to convince her, like, I ain't messing with her no more. I ain't dealing with her anymore. That's why y'all seen her on the stage with her and stuff like that. It's because I had pulled my energy back from her. So now she ain't got anybody. She go back to her sister. And, you know, Solange genuinely loves her. She really does. She cherished their relationship. But the thing about it is she didn't realize that Beyonce be using her. And so she'll bring her in and she get excited. As y'all see them together, they like this. But behind closed doors, it's like back and forth. But yeah, Beyonce been playing you, Solange. And I've been trying to tell you. But see, this is the kicker. When I look back in my life, there are points that I had like warning signs. And I feel like, Solange, you've been trying to talk to me too. Yeah, you was trying to let me know, like, hey, I need you to know that she's on some dumb stuff right now. So this is what I feel like you did. At a point, you actually found a way to communicate with me somewhere in some fashion. You try to communicate with me and give me warnings to let me know, like, I think she's playing both of us right now. I think you caught on to it. And I'm not saying this to say, oh, you free in the process, because at the same time, you knew what was going on and you could have saved me. You could have done something. But what happened was you found ways to manipulate Ye at the same time in certain situations to get what you want. So that's why I'm not sitting back and saying you get a freebie, but I'm letting you know I did do acknowledge that you did try to talk to me or whatever. And but at the same time, you jumped on board on some things as well. You used me sometimes as well. But yeah, so I don't know how I'm like, I know spiritually, but it's something with y'all. I don't know what it is. And I know I'm about to find out. I don't know if it is something tied together in reality form, but I know spiritually we tied together. As y'all see me turning like super gold. I'm looking at myself like, am I turning orange or something? Like my energy is getting stronger. But yeah, so I don't know what it is, but she used all of us. all of us. Yeah, she ain't got no heart, y'all. Just to let y'all know that she ain't got no heart. That woman is evil. She is evil. And this is something else. Oh God, I don't know if I want to say this. But in a past life, so we all live multiple lives in different forms, in different ways. Something's telling me in a past life she's more than just an evil sister. In a past life, she was my mother. Yep, there we go. I knew I was going to get there. She was my mother in a past life. Yep, I can feel the energy. That's why we be having so many issues. She was my mother in a past life. She's food to get a cigarette, Kashkuro, Piquera, Shikira, Takashkaroko, Terekara, Shikarete, Kishigurata, Sikiri, the Kirishiguroko, Port Akari, Shikara, Shikirishiguru, Piquera, Shikara. Okay, she was Shukura, Karakashira, Katakara, she suffocated me in my sleep. Yep, she suffocated me in my sleep before. Oh, child. I ain't talking about you, child. This child. Not you, child. The child on this thing. I got this. But yeah, Yeah, so she was de querer sacar tu coroco para querer chegar a atacar, chegar a esgoro, de querer a tiki, chegar a atacar, sugo para de querer chegar a cara coroco, piqueira, chegar a catar, se querer tiki, esgoro, piqueira, querer chegar a da cara chegar piqueira, cara chegar a se querer suco para cara, se querer chegar de querer chegar a tu coroco, vai querer chegar a atacar, chegar a de querer chegar a para que chegar a atacar, chegar de querer esgoro para cara, chegar de cara da cara chegar a ocupa. Okay. Alright, I hope I say this the right way. So, she's the original Jezebel spirit. So, she's the original mother Jezebel spirit. That's why we keep having this issue. She's the original, she's the original Jezebel spirit. But somehow, she's original. She the OG. She's the OG, but the thing about it is, because my powers are more stronger than hers, I that's why I know a lot of stuff, because my energy, because technically I'm her daughter. Oh my God. So I'm her daughter. So she's my evil mother. Freaking twin. She's the evil. She's the mother. Oh my God. She's the mother. She's the mother. She is the mother. She been cloaking herself in my energy to make herself. That's why she got my whole life. It would make sense. She has my whole entire life. She knows it by heart. It would make sense. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be wrong today. But it makes sense. Like, everything. And it makes sense why, when it comes to Ye, why she would screw with him. Because she knew that once we come together, it would break the curse and the spells and all of that stuff. I broke a big chunk, but it takes us to another level. Child. Her and Diddy is married. Yo. Oh my God. Cause she was messing with him on the low before Jay-Z. Yo. Diddy is the original OG devil. And she the original OG. They're married in the spiritual world. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, this is crazy. So, child. So y'all remember I told you that the original spirits created us. Me and Ye was one spirit. And beginning of time, one spirit. And we broke apart. And they kept us apart. Oh, child, this. I can't believe this. So, our spirits broke apart, but we are reincarnations of them. And the thing about it is, we're reincarnations of them. So Diddy and Beyonce, we are reincarnations of them. It's like we're them. We're literally them, but we're the good parts of them. However, Ye got caught up because they the parents. He was listening to the parents. So when it came to me, they tried to pretend like I was somebody else. He been trying to find me the whole entire time, and that's why she took me out and put me somewhere else. And that's why she was attached to Kim. That's why she was attached to Kim. Because, dang, ain't that by the blow. So the song, My Mother's Boyfriend, dun dun dun, I didn't know I was going to be my mama's boyfriend. That's why. Because they never had a physical situation in real life. It was spiritual. So she cloaked herself in Kim. But she'll try to pretend to be me. She'll cloak her energy into him. Dang. That's jacked up. So all of this is basically going on is because the deal was whoever gets fulfilled the mission gets everything. That's why she been attacking me, because I was able to outdo her in this process. They needed me gone, but they needed my energy. She was jealous of me. She's always been jealous of me. And I supposed to have been dead. Well, but they supposed to have me hidden. And that's why Diddy had control over me, because he's the father. He's the father. That's why he has me on his back, because he's the father. And it makes sense because of the detachment. So when it comes to Ye, that's why Ye did in the phone call, Ye was like, you practically raised me. That's why. Because he's the father. I know in one sense it sounds like, that's like incest. We're spirits. We're all spirits. We transfer around. But reality form, me and him are not related. We're not, nah. I don't think, that's some stuff right there. We're just a spirit. It's weird. I know, it's weird. But me and him are from the beginning of time. We're technically from the beginning of time. But we are reincarnated. Our spirits is from the beginning of the time. But our body forms are new. That's the thing. So technically we're not related. So when I tell you like twin flames and stuff like that, it's two people. Y'all would like this and y'all would split up. That's it. It's two spirits that would split. That's what it is. But is this real? Okay. So it's if y'all would take all the people and put it together, it's literally like the points of a star. So you got Diddy, you got Jay-Z, you got Beyonce, you got Kim, and you got Kanye, which is Ye. 5 points. 5 points. Now, how Kim come into play? I don't know how the heck she come into play. How does she come into play? She the reptilian. That's why. She the reptilian. So you have a vampire, you have a fae, you have the reptilian, a celestial, and a star seed. There you go. Yep, that's right. There you go. And that's how it was all formed. And I'm in the middle. I'm the light. I'm all of them. Somehow, I'm all of them. So that's why everybody keep attaching to me. Because somehow I became all of them. See how my light goes in and out? Ooh, child. But yeah, so spiritually, Beyonce is my mother. Diddy is my father spiritually. And Ye is my twin. When we was formed, our spirits broke into two. That's why we always attach no matter what. Either I know it or don't know it. I can run, but it's like a rubber band. We pop back somehow, some form. I don't know. But when I was, how can I say it? I stated this before. Somehow in this process, I became stronger than all of them. I became stronger than all of them. It's because I didn't follow suit with what they was doing. That's why. I became stronger than all of them. And throughout history, throughout time, they had me to not migrate, not immigrate, merge with other spirits. And then later on in life, when technology started becoming a thing, scientists and stuff started experimenting on me, and that's why I was able to get all of these abilities and all of this stuff, because they start doing experiments on me. They start adding other things to my DNA throughout history. So that's why I'm a little everything, because like Jurassic Park, how they did the dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah, that's what they done to me throughout history. And it's like I'm supposed to die a long time ago, but apparently it didn't work. Yeah. Well, anything else I need to say? Why did I need to say all of this? It's just part of the story. Do you feel better that I stated this? It's like taking a load off of your back. Okay. It's so crazy. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. It's like, oh well. Oh well. I still don't know directly when it comes to the reality form family, but spiritually, that's what it is. That's what it is. She's my mother through the spirit. That's why she attached to me. Matter of fact, remember I told y'all about how I said when it comes to my reality mother, I was like, I don't feel comfortable calling somebody else mom or something like that. It makes sense because spiritually that's what was going on. I was still dedicated to her even though I didn't like what was going on. And only reason why I've been stuck so long because I respected both of them as parents. It's like whatever they did to me, in my head I was like, they must know what they doing. I'm not going to fuss with it. If this is what they want to happen, then it is what it is. But the whole time they was using me. Both of them was using me just for my energy. So, like I said, either they had other people to siphon it, which they needed yay for a lot of the times, or they would snatch my spirit and actually have sex with me through other people. I told y'all, like, what was it, last week? Last week. She tried to have sex with me. Because y'all know she having a lot of issues at her concerts out of nowhere. She never had that many issues. Now she is, because she need more of my energy. Because she's being drained out. Because she's almost fully out of it. So she tried to have sex with me spiritually a couple of days ago. Yeah, probably like last week. She tried to have sex with me. I know y'all like, what the hell? I'm like, this better than the soap operas. It's like, how in the world this child go through all of this and she is still smiling? Cause I'm alive. Shucks. Feel like this, y'all ain't gonna never forgive me. I got so much stuff to talk about, but it is what it is. But dang. So when it comes to like the person I'm with now, when I call mom now, she be talking to me through her and other people. She used to bully me as a kid through other people and other things. So the whole time I thought she was my sister. She's my mother. She's my mother. Spiritually, she's my mother. Ugh. That's why she been getting away with so much around the world. And it made, because I'm like, why is it that, the way the world operate, they make it look like white folks are the worst of the worst, and other countries are the worst of the worst. And I'm like, how in the world, with my story, I keep focusing on these, like, 5 people over and over again. And I'm not saying the rest of y'all, can't get it, the ones that's in these societies, but I'm like, why does my energy keep focusing on these people? And that's why. Because they wanted to make it look like they was the innocent ones when they was the ones that was controlling the whole narrative the whole time. It was the only way to get away with it. I'm hearing they were following my lead. So following my lead is this. They saw that I was a quiet person. So they mocked me. They utilized my energy. They saw how, like, I was a quiet person. They noticed that people would attach to me easily. So they mimicked me. All of them mimicked me. Because they realized, like, maybe if we be like her, we can get more people on our side to do what we want and this and that. So that's what they done. But they was hoping that I would be so gullible and traumatized to the point that I would take ownership of all of the crap that they done to me around, throughout time and all of that. But it's not me, and I'm not going to do that, because they knew that I believed in God, and that's who they are, God. Both of them together are God. That's why. I've been like, why? Like, because some days, I ain't gonna lie, I be like, well, I don't lie, but some days I'm like, I be praying, because I know who I am, but then I'm like, why I still feel like I'm talking to someone else? And that's why, because they both, Beyonce and Diddy is God combined. That's why the world been the way it is, because they are them two combined. And then you have me and Ye. So I'm the one that been playing cleanup. I'm doing, like, so they'll do their junk and I play cleanup. Ye will come around me to get away from them, and he been trying to figure out how to get away from them. We both been trying to get away from them, but because of who they are as God, we didn't want to go against the grain. But what happened was, in this process, I had to sit back and stand up. You know how hard it is to sit back and say, you know what, God, I don't approve of this message. Like, think about it. I literally had to do that. I had to get to the point like, I'm not going along with this stuff. And because I done that, I broke the spell. That's how I broke the spell off of me, where they couldn't control me anymore. Because as parents, what we do, we listen to for the most part, we respect our parents. You understand? Especially if they've been there, this and that, we'll respect them. But the thing about it is, for me, they made me look at life like, you got to go through trauma. You got to go through all of this bad stuff. You have to be a great person in the world. But I'm like, if I'm already a great person, then why I got to go through all this drama? Because I was the one taking the karma for all the debts that they was creating. So all the killings and all of this crazy stuff that was in the world, I was the one that had to suffer it. They needed to throw the karma on someone, and I was the bait. That's why a lot of folks is suffering in the world, because of them. Because they were throwing out that energy, and the good people are the ones that had to take the bait. We're too good. We love God so much that we'll do anything for God. And that's why things happen. That's why so many people change from God to the devil. Because they start realizing, well, if I be hateful and mean, nothing don't mess with me. That's what they wanted. They wanted the world to stay corrupt. But see, in order for me to stop a lot of stuff that was going on, I had to stand up to them. See, I didn't know that I was the source. I was the reason why the world was still turning. I was the reason why people were still trying to be great in this world, because of my love, my unconditional love. I had to realize once I take unconditional love out, then the world is destroyed. Because who's going to stop anybody? No one. So I had to get to the point where I had to stand up to my abusers and realize, like, hold on. How is it that the people that's doing evil, you help them out, you give them more, you do more for them, and then the person that's doing good is, wait a minute, hold up, I got you later, I'll come back to you later, I'll get you later. And it's like, later been some decades ago. But then if somebody go out here and fight somebody, oh, they get a reward for it. Like, make it make sense. And I had to get to that point in my life. I was like, nah, this ain't no way in the world. It ain't no way in the world that I'm gonna sit here and be doing good and then I gotta suffer this long. Really? Nah. So once I got to the point and realized that, hold on, if you telling me good out overdo evil, then why in the world I'm allowing evil to control me? And that's when I stood up to the situation and pulled my energy back. And once I done that, that's when all the towers start falling. Because now they got to be able to handle the issues that they put out on other people. And they can't handle it because they never went through pain before. Because they always got what they want exactly the way they want it. And that's why now all of this stuff happened. They don't know what to do. Because they never paid attention on how I got through the process. They only paid attention to what they got out of the process. That's why all these folks suffering right now, to this day. Anybody that converted over to that side is suffering because you don't know how to handle, life. Because people like me been through so much that we got thicker skin. And the whole time they call us weak and say that we ain't got no backbone and this and that. But we the backbones that been holding y'all up. So that's probably why I got a big back right now. I don't know. Look, gotta eat to hold your strength up. Can't be one of those skinny minis you fall over. But that's really what it boiled down to. So yeah, and it makes sense. Why? Like, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. Ask yourself, what did he? He ain't like. If y'all really listen to him rap, he ain't the best rapper. He's not. He's not. How the heck he get there? He's like the Kirk Franklin of gospel. Of rap. No offense, Kirk. No offense. Okay, but ask yourself. You put like you said it. You said it. And don't get me wrong. You can sing. You got a voice. You just got to believe in it. But what are you? You are the conductor, right? And sometimes you jump in and say stuff, right? Ask yourself. Ain't that what Diddy do? He the hype man. It's the hype man. How in the world he get this far off of being the hype man? You understand? Because he cloaked himself in the energy. See, the unqualified is qualified. That's why Kirk Franklin is in the position he's in. And yes, I got grease. It's from the hair stuff I sprayed on my hair. It is what it is. But Diddy did the same. All the people that is underneath in his company was more lyrical than he was. If it wasn't for the people, he wouldn't even be in the situation he is in. So my thing is, how did he get as far as he did? And then think about it. He kept changing his name, his identity. He kept cloaking himself differently. How is that possible? And it's more than just, oh, I'm a good businessman. He had to do something to get there. And don't get me wrong, there are people that's out there that can do, but let's call facts facts. And then look at Beyonce. Majority of the stuff that she does, you can go and find somebody that started whatever she was doing and she went and copied. It's literally just about you can pick just about any person out here in the world. She sees somebody do something and then she copies it. And then she calls it her own. And 9 times 10 the stuff she copied is information I gave to someone else. It's literally that simple. They both made their empires off of other people's information and lives. Make it make sense. Her clothing brand, Like, think of back in the day, Darion. What is that? A saint symbol or something like that? Think about it. And then she had the Les twins on the stage. Twins, really? Come on, y'all. Let's make it make sense. We can't be naive no more in this world. But yeah. When it comes to other countries and stuff like that, they was communicating. Their powers are so strong. They was communicating stuff through these other people. That's why. But once you give your life over to the devil, that's what happened. You give them control. Now they can utilize your body however they want to. That's literally what happened. They've been just controlling everyone in the world. They are the puppet masters. They're the puppet masters. They've been controlling everyone. Every person in the world. When it comes to long you gave them permission. You gave them permission, they the ones been out here doing stuff. Any evil stuff. And then I'm the one that's the cleanup lady. Ain't that something? So, like I told y'all now, it's just muscle memory now for a lot of y'all. That's it. But in order for me to be who I am, I got to stand up to the giant. They ain't really a giant. They scary. Just to let you know, both of them are scary. They are. I don't even know how y'all got scared of them. I guess it's you wanna know why y'all got scared? Because y'all saw my energy through them. That's it. They were stealing my energy and y'all saw me. That's why. That's the only reason why. Y'all could see my energy. Ask yourself, why everybody wearing the super black sunglasses now? You understand? It's because of my energy. They were ciphering it. They were stealing it. So, it is what it is. You know, am I mad? Nah. Life goes on. But now I got my power back. Trying to have some real fun now. And not no craziness, but trying to get things back in order. And for everybody to pull their weight and do what we need to do. It's that simple. No more people controlling others. Understand? None of that. Ain't got time for that anymore. But I'm about to go. Well, how they say it, that's the facts of life. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.